Hello, in this video we will learn how to use the Casio fx-CG50 to calculate the standard deviation and the mean of a population variable, and we will also try to find the ages of the players on this baseball team that are a given number of standard deviations either above or below the mean. So first thing we need to do is grab our calculators. If you notice, we will press the menu button, which will bring up the main menu, and then select 2, the second option for statistics. That'll bring our lists. I have a previous data values in my list, so I'm going to first clear this by pressing the F6 button once to bring up the delete. We will press F4 to delete all of them, and then F1 to confirm. And now I have a blank list. Let's read the example and work on this. It says, on a minor league baseball team, the ages of each of the players are as follows. And then they give us all of the ages. They want us to find the mean and standard deviation. And then they want us to find the age that is 2 standard deviations above the mean, and separately find the age that is 1.5 standard deviations below the mean. All right, so in order to do this in our Casio calculator, we will need to enter all of these data values into our list. I'm going to pause my video. I suggest you do the same and enter all the data values into your list. All right, so I've entered them, and I notice that I have 24 data values. Let's just confirm that I've entered all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh no, I'm missing a value. I think I only entered 3 of these 36s. Let's just confirm. I should have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, okay, so I'm missing a 4th 36. I have 25 data values in the question, but only 24 of them entered into the calculator. So I need to add the 25th, an extra 36. Press execute. It's always a good rule of thumb to confirm that you have the correct number of data values entered, especially in a nice long list like this. All right, so again, we counted to make sure that we have them. We have 25 actual ages, 25 players, and now we have 25 data values entered into our calculator. So now we need to find the mean and standard deviation. We'll do that by pressing F6 twice to bring up the calculate screen. We're only dealing with one variable here. That variable is the age of the players. But we just want to confirm, maybe in a prior example, we were dealing with either 2 variables or a frequency list. A frequency list is if we were to have the ages and the associated frequencies. We don't have that for this example. But if you do, you might have list 2 entered in the 1 variable frequency. In this case, we're going to press F1 just to confirm that we have 1 value here for the frequency. Basically what that says is that we've already entered the ages of each and every player once, just to confirm. All right, now we'll press exit, and we will continue with our 1 variable calculation, and we find that the mean is 30.68 years old. And now we find the standard deviation. We have both the population and the sample standard deviation. And this is going to be where it's important for us to reread the question to confirm that we're using the correct standard deviation. So, does this say a random sample, or are we talking about a portion of the population, or are we talking about everyone on the team? On a minor league baseball team, the ages of each of the players implies that we have all of them. If we have all of them, then we are dealing with a population. So that is going to impact our values and what we are going to write. Now the population mean is 30.68. It will be the same calculation as the sample mean, but because it's the population mean, we will use the Greek symbol mu for the mean symbol. And we will deal with the population standard deviation. The population standard deviation is sigma. So we're going to make sure that we use the correct standard deviation for this example. In this case, we'll have 5.97, we'll round that to 6 years. Now you'll notice that both the sample and population standard deviations are given in the calculator. It's important for you to reread the question and ensure that you're using the correct calculation. The calculator includes the letter X because it's possible to do 2 variable statistics, in which case we might have an X variable and a Y variable, and we can find the standard deviation of each of those. But for this example, we only have 1 variable, so we're just going to use the X. We can ignore that X is there. Now, the question asks us to find the age that is 2 standard deviations above the mean. We can do that by finding the mean plus 2 standard deviations. So in this case, we will take 30.68 plus 2 times the standard deviation. In this case, we have the standard deviation of 6. Population standard deviation is approximately 6 years, so we can use that. In the Casio calculator, in order to do this calculation, we will press the menu button and then choose number 1. If you have anything in here and it is confusing or hard to see, we can just press F2 to delete, F2 to delete all, F1 to confirm. We have a nice clean screen. From here, we can do 30.68 plus 2 times 6 and press execute, and we'll find that the age that is 2 standard deviations above the mean, 2 standard deviations above the mean, is 42.68 or 42.7, depending on how you want to round that. Next, we will calculate the age that is 1.5 standard deviations below the mean. So we will do the mean. I'll do that over here. Let's just make this a little box. The population mean minus 2. Sorry, that was the prior example. 1.5 standard deviations. The mean minus 1.5 standard deviations. We can use the symbols. We can also use the values, which would be 30.68 minus 1.5 times the standard deviation of 6. And again, we can do this right in the calculator. 30.68 minus 1.5 times 6. And we'll get 21.68. This is the age that is 1.5 standard deviations below the mean.